What's up, guys? It's John Dominique, the Soul Proponent. Today I want to talk about not being able to handle the truth. The path to the soul is difficult. Very, very difficult. There's understandings and realizations that are kind of painful. And to consistently face those realizations and those understandings and to live according to them is not easy. It's a matter of facing our vulnerability, feelings of powerlessness, worthlessness, etc. Facing the truth is difficult, and it's hard to handle. It's not like we have the skill set or we have the know-how, or a lot of times we don't know what we're up against. We don't know what we're facing until we jump into some new territory, and that new territory might bring challenges. It might be too much for our system to integrate at once. It might be greater than our capacity to hold whatever state is being presented to us. So sometimes we can't handle the truth. And we have to understand that that's okay. What I want to get at here too is a very important point, is that a lot of times we have this idea that we should be a person who should be able to handle the truth. It's a very subtle distinction. It's kind of like, if we think about it on an unconscious level, we always think that maybe we should always be in control. We should always know what's going to happen next. We should never feel vulnerable. We should always feel weak in every situation, because we are biting the forbidden fruit of judgment, and we think we know what should happen in every situation, the difference between right and wrong, good and bad in every situation. And so we're biting the forbidden fruit of judgment, and we think it's the first bite of the forbidden fruit that really does the damage, but actually it's the last bite, because we're the ones who are biting. And we continue to do that because we think it's the best thing. We think we know what's best. We're proud. And to handle that truth, to understand, to see that we're wrong, that we don't know what's best. We're not God. We're not in control. That hurts. It cuts very deeply on an unconscious level, because again, I think it's pride mostly, and being proud of our accomplishments, of what we can do. That runs deep in our culture, runs deep in our bones, deep in our DNA, in our blood, and the survival instinct. And to challenge that is very... almost nobody wants to do it. It's difficult to continuously face that challenge and to see that deeply and to understand and feel and accept in its entirety our helplessness. It's tough. It's difficult to handle that type of a truth. And again, to consistently, it seems like, when things are going good, okay, might be able to accept that. But when things are going bad, that's when it gets difficult. So consistently, always on a basis that, we walk the path to truth, but how often do we walk it? Like, we have to ask that to ourselves and try to figure it out. Because it seems like at certain times when things are good, we can walk the path better than others. But that's not what the path to truth is about. It's about consistency and increasingly staying with the truth as we progress. And it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So we have to more and more often, with greater capacity and greater accuracy and greater efficiency, walk that path to truth. That's hard to do all the time. I understand sometimes it gets real difficult. We want to take a break, go ahead. I think that's what we need to do. Sometimes we need to back up off of it because we can't handle it. at least all the time. I might be able to handle it at certain points, but at other points, not so much. But if we continue to make progress on the path to the truth, it's worth it in the long run, because often just to gain some, we think it's compassionate, we think it's helping us to avoid the truth. And in the short run, yeah, sometimes it is, but in the long run, it's not. In the long run, not facing the truth is the greater pain. So yeah, handling the truth, not being able to handle the truth, you can't handle the truth, is a big part of spiritual awakening and realization on the path of the soul. John Dominique, the Soul Proponent.